What separates a forgettable good night from a message that makes her heart quicken, her breath soften, and her thoughts circle back to you as she drifts to sleep? Tonight, we're mastering the craft of an irresistible farewell text, 5 messages that don't just sign off, but open a door to a small, private world the two of you share. These texts are designed to enthrall her, to make you the vivid image behind her closed eyes, and to keep you at the forefront of her thoughts until morning. Before we dive in, hit subscribe to Stoicism Drive, ring the bell, and give this video a like so you never miss what's coming next. Before you begin, forget the bland, good night, or sleep well. Those phrases close the conversation. The 5 messages you're about to learn keep it open, alive, so you remain the man she imagines as she turns off the light. Stay with me until the end. The final message is so charged with tenderness and desire that it often leaves her wishing she could curl up next to you tonight. Message 1. My night will get much hotter if I dream about you tonight. The way I've been thinking about you all day. This isn't just flirty, it's a confession that she's occupied your mind from sunrise to midnight. You're guiding her into a shared mental space where day and night mingle. Your daylight thoughts blend into her nighttime dreams. The single word hotter is doing elegant heavy lifting. It hints at passion without being crude, it signals warmth and charge, anchoring the message in emotional intimacy rather than blunt explicitness. Picture her reading this at the end of a demanding day, even during her busiest moments. Your words arrive like a warm whisper, reminding her that desire has been simmering beneath the surface. The phrasing sets a tone. You notice her, you think about her, and you want a closeness that stretches across time and distance. It creates anticipation by connecting daytime attention with nighttime fantasy, making her feel distinctly chosen. Why else it works? It suggests you're looking for something more meaningful than small talk. You're not tossing emojis into the void, you're sharing a felt experience. To deepen the effect, follow up the next morning with a gentle line, "Good morning. Did your dreams treat you kindly?" to reinforce the loop you created the night before. That soft callback turns one flirty note into an unfolding story. Optional variation. I kept catching myself smiling today, and it was definitely your fault. Message 2. Even after a long day, just thinking about you makes everything feel lighter. This goes past surface level attraction. It tells her she's not only wanted but grounding. You're calm in the noise. You elevate her from casual interest to emotional anchor. When a woman senses that her presence eases your stress and lifts your spirit, she feels valued in a way that looks alone cannot summon. You're ascribing to her a steadying influence that dignifies your connection. Why this resonates? It gives her a clear, respectful significance in your life. You're communicating that her effect is restorative, that she changes the color of your day. That kind of appreciation strengthens a bond because it's rooted in tenderness and respect. It boosts her self-esteem and, paradoxically, makes her want to invest more emotionally, mentally, even physically, because you see her clearly. Make it vivid with a small, human detail. I had a rough afternoon, but thinking about your laugh during our call shifted everything. Now it's no longer a generic compliment, it's a sincere memory anchored in shared experience. She can picture it, she can feel it. Optional variation. When today got heavy, the thought of your voice made everything feel lighter. Pause and perspective. Have you ever considered that a single, carefully crafted text can grip a woman's mind so completely that you become the quiet obsession she returns to throughout the day? The right words don't merely attract, they create a pull. If you're not ready for her to fall head over heels, don't use these lightly. If you are, lean in. Precision with language is the edge most men never use. And it's the difference between nice and unforgettable. Magnetic language tip. Carefully chosen words can take over her mind in the best way, an undercurrent that keeps pulling her thoughts back to you, even if she's at dinner with friends. That's why I put together a simple set of magnetic messages and timing prompts. Use them responsibly. Because if you're not ready for her to fall head over heels, don't press send. Message 3. I am more and more thankful that you are in my life every single day. Rest well, lovely. Gratitude is magnetic. With this message, you move beyond compliments about appearance and step into the deeper terrain of meaning and value. You're saying, your presence matters. You change my days. That communicates maturity and emotional depth, qualities that make a woman feel safe, desired, and cherished. It signals, without fanfare, that you're not chasing a fleeting rush, you're building a connection that feels real and steady. This text creates a foundation of admiration and respect that quietly intensifies attraction. She reads it and understands that you see the arc of her influence in your life. Not just a moment or a mood. That steadiness is compelling. It communicates that she's essential to your contentment and tranquility, which in turn makes her feel appreciated and loved, a feedback loop that deepens closeness. To make the gratitude land even harder, tie it to something specific. I'm grateful for the way you listen. You make space for my thoughts. And that means more than you know. Specificity transforms a sweet line into a memorable imprint. It tells her you notice the details. And people fall for those who truly notice them. Optional variation. I'm grateful for the way you steady me. You have this rare, gentle strength. Message 4. I adore the way you think. Every discussion we have teaches me something new. This is where desire meets intellect. You're honoring her mind, the place where lasting attraction often begins. Most men stop at, "You're beautiful." When you highlight her insight, curiosity, and perspective, she feels recognized at a deeper level. Complimenting her thinking says, "I'm paying attention to the real you." Why it's powerful. It elevates the conversation and invites more of her inner world into the relationship. She starts to associate you with growth, discovery, and mental spark. That's intoxicating in a way a dozen heart emojis can't touch. Before bed, a message like this lingers. She replays your conversations, smiles at the clever turns, and wonders what she'll learn from you tomorrow. To amplify the effect, add a short callback. That point you made about patience changing outcomes, I've been chewing on it all day. You're not just admiring her, you're learning with her. That intellectual respect is rare, and rare is memorable. It subtly raises the level of attraction by implying that what you share is bigger than flirtation. It's a meeting of minds. Optional variation. Your take earlier about patience changed my whole afternoon. You challenge me, in the best way. Message 5. I'm already picturing what it would be like if you were here with me right now, and I'm not sure reality could match the sweetness of what I'm imagining. This is cinematic intimacy. You're inviting her into a shared emotional space without crossing explicit lines. The magic is in the restraint. You leave room for her imagination. And her mind will color in the scene in ways that feel personal, tender, and thrilling. Why it works. Suggestion beats description. Implication creates a delicious tension, soft, romantic, and irresistibly curious. She fills in the blanks with what she secretly wishes to feel. And because the picture blooms from her own mind, it resonates twice as deep. You're also signaling that your interest isn't just talking, there's a current running underneath. An unspoken promise of closeness. To keep the spark glowing, you can close with a feather-light tease. Sleep well. Maybe we'll meet somewhere in that dream. It's playful, suggestive, and classy. Hours later, after the conversation ends, she's still thinking of you, not because you dictated the fantasy, but because you offered the canvas. Optional variation. Save me a corner of your dream tonight, I'll find my way there. A note on responsibility. Words carry weight. These messages cultivate closeness, curiosity, and desire. Use them with honesty and intention. If you're sincere about getting to know her, these lines will feel natural and grounded. If you're not, they'll ring hollow. The difference isn't the words, it's the heart behind them. There you have it. 5 goodnight texts that go far beyond sleep well. They stir emotion, invite closeness, and position you as the warm thought she returns to before her eyes close. Use them with care, tailor them to your voice. And remember, the most magnetic message is the one that feels genuinely yours. If this helped, like the video, subscribe to Stoicism Drive, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's next. Tell me in the comments, which message are you sending tonight, and why? Share this with a friend who's ready to retire boring goodnight texts and start crafting connection on purpose. And if you want a deeper toolkit, my favorite magnetic lines, step-by-step texting frameworks, and timing tips, check the first link below and grab the guide. Use it wisely.